Hey, what's going on, everybody? Christian Ballard, sports journalist here at Ballard Sports Media. We are live for our Kickoff Lounge. Second week in a row, we've been able to do this a few minutes early here. We do this at 7 a.m. Eastern every Saturday, where we look at well, not like each and every game, but some of the big games around the league in college football. I'll talk about some sleeper bets. On the sleeper app that I've kind of placed where you can pick uh you know you kind of go out, you pick instead of against the spread or straight up winners of the game. It's based on like player stats. It's pretty cool. I was able to use promo code Uncle Lou, or is it promo code Lou? I don't know. Shout out to Uncle Lou though. He got me gambling over there a little bit. But we got 4 games today with 3-0 teams. We'll talk about that. It's also Bama and Georgia's bye week, but we got a big show next week. And look, if we don't get a whole lot today, that's fine. I don't care. Um, I hope next week at 7 a.m. we uh we get it going quick. I hope that it blows up. I hope that it goes somewhere, and we got some stuff to talk about definitely next week. Um, Alabama ranked 14 in the AP poll, Georgia at 5. Bama, of course, 2-1 with the only loss to Florida State, but they've looked pretty solid since then. Georgia undefeated, had some hiccups, but at the same time, they've managed to win every single game. Especially the marquee win over Tennessee last week at Neyland Stadium, 44-41. Came down to the wire. I don't want to say it was controversial, but it was drama filled. Uh, Final in overtime, 44-41. Josh McCray for Georgia gets a go-ahead touchdown to win basically at the buzzer. So, yeah, over 50.5 on ESPN Bet last week. Tennessee, though, only losing by 3. Had you taken them with the points, you would have won that. So that's pretty cool there. So, yeah, I'm excited. Let's get it going. Uh, what's our background this morning? We'll just do one of the StreamYard ones here. We'll take this overlay off too. But yeah, we got a good one for you today. We got a couple different games to look at. We'll pull up the schedule. If you want to be part of the show, let me go ahead and drop that StreamYard link to call in. Just click that link. It'll put you in the back room. I can put you on the show. You can be off camera like me, or you can be on camera. I don't care. Um, but yeah, we got some stuff to talk about. Got some stuff to talk about. Let's do what we did last week. And I'm still trying to figure out this show just a little bit. Interesting game last night that we watched on Touchdowns Live. Iowa and Rutgers. Iowa scored 38 points. Now, I know that's probably small because a lot of teams score 50 nowadays, which is the case. But for Iowa, that's quite a bit. That's quite a bit. Let's look at the schedule. Oh, excuse me. Let's uh let's see what we got here on the schedule. So Rice beat Charlotte. Nobody cares about that. Um, Tulsa beats Oklahoma State 19-12. Oklahoma State, not a good team. Tulsa, maybe. We'll see. Um, Iowa Rutgers, we watched last night, 10-point game, and this Athen Manis. I still don't know how you say that. I called him AK last night. He's the Rutgers quarterback. He looked pretty good. Over 1,100 yards throwing this year, 7 touchdowns, only one pick. 32nd in QBR at 60 or 76.4. So there's that. And then, of course, a 10-point win for Iowa. So yeah, that was last night. I really don't want to get into Tulsa, Oklahoma State. I think Oklahoma State's terrible. Mike Gundy, not much longer over there, I don't think. But yeah, we got some good games today. Definitely gonna have to watch some on my lunch break. I usually take my lunch break around like 1:30 at work Eastern time. I'm in Florida, so. Um, but Texas Tech and Utah, that's a hell of a game. Arkansas, Memphis, that's a good one too. Maryland, Wisconsin, probably not. I like Wisconsin there. I don't know. Syracuse and Clemson, that's always good. Virginia Tech hosts Wofford. No, nothing interesting about that game. I mean, you could talk to me and prove me wrong if you want. I don't care. But SMU, TCU, Bowling Green, Louisville, UNLV, Miami of Ohio, that might be okay. UAB, where I almost went to school in Alabama. I was going to go and then I moved back to Florida. Now I'm going to Southeastern in Lakeland, or I'm going to. I got one class that I'm dealing with for Wallace State online. Uh, I wish I could pick UAB there. I doubt it. But I think Tennessee bounces back. Um, what's the point spread? 38.5 Tennessee. They might cover that. UAB's look good though. Um, Jalen Kitna, the quarterback, has 6 touchdowns, only 2 picks. G5 Joey and Joey Aguilar in Tennessee, 9 touchdowns passing, 2 interceptions. And believe it or not, the it's very close. Not in receiving yards, close and not close in rushing either, but in passing yards. Check this out. Let's look at this. Come over here. Share your screen. UAB Tennessee. Here we go. Look at this. 892 to 906. Insane. Yeah. So anyway, um oh, y'all can't even hold on, y'all can't even see this. Oh, I see you back there, Dominic. I'll get you in a second, bud. Um StreamYard's acting weird here too. Let me go to this. We'll just full screen it. So yeah, UAB and Tennessee is the game we're looking at. I'm not here to predict it necessarily, but would it not be hilarious if the Blazers went into Knoxville and got a dub? That'd be pretty freaking hilarious. But Joey Aguilar, 9 touchdowns, 2 picks. He's looked good. And then Jalen Kitna, um, are you serious? What? Why are they talking? Anyway, I'll get to that in a second. Uh, Kitna, 6 touchdowns, 2 picks, 892 yards. This running back for them, Javon Jackson, 277 rushing, 46 carries, 3 touchdowns. They got the offense. UAB does. They might have the defense too. They might. I don't know. This is a whole nother level going to an SEC school, but UAB has a killer football program historically and currently as it is. So now last year for Trent Dilfer and the Blazers was not good. I think they only won like 3 or 4 games. Someone fact checked me. Let me see. What did they go last year? It was not good because they were wanting him out of there. They went 3-9. 3-9. I don't. Oh, do they even fire Dilfer? I don't even know who. Um, let's see. No, he's in year 3. So they won. Yeah, they got Dilfer. Not that he has a good record right now, but oh man. Anyway, so that's UAB in Tennessee. Um, I got Tennessee big. I wish that the Blazers could pull an upset. I think that'd be hilarious. But at the same time, I doubt that. What do you think, Dominic?
Um, Honestly, I just hope UAB could be competitive because I know you're a diehard Bama sports guy. So wait,
Yeah,
UAB, isn't that the University of Alabama, Birmingham?
it is. And I had applied and got accepted, but then I moved to Florida. So I had to
You
tell
went
them
to
I'm not going.
UAB?
No, I didn't go, but I got accepted and then I moved and now I'm gonna go to school down here
Wow,
in
nice.
Florida. Yeah. It was the campus is beautiful. It's right in the it's not downtown Birmingham, it's more towards I think the upside, but
Nice. Nice.
yeah, it's in the safe area.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
beautiful campus.
Yeah. I'm actually planning to go to JMU when I get to college because, fun fact,
Heck
my
yeah.
G dad, he went to JMU when he was in college. So ever since he passed, I've always wanted to root for the Dukes. And that's how I became a JMU fan today. I'm doing it for him.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's cool, buddy. So,
Yeah.
does UAB pull an upset today? Like, be real. Don't pick them just because you want to see it. But like, I mean, could they keep this competitive? I think the question is, I think Tennessee's going to bounce back and win after the Georgia loss. However, 38 and a half. I don't know if they cover that spread. I think UAB comes in a little bit more competitive. I'm gonna say Tennessee wins 35-13. That's not 38 points.
I got a bit of a bold
That's
prediction.
about, yeah.
Tennessee 35, UAB 25.
Ooh,
I think
10-point
UAB
game. I
keeps it
like that.
competitive.
Well, I do too. I had a little bit more for Tennessee, but yeah,
Yep.
I don't know, man. Let me pause the TV. I want to talk about this one too. Don't forget, we will be live tonight for the Illinois Indiana game. Both undefeated right now,
Yes.
as it
And
is.
I will be
So
live on my channel for the Apple Cup
yeah,
tonight at 7:30 Eastern.
yeah. I think our games are at the same time, buddy. I
Yep.
could be wrong. Let me see.
Yep.
Where
Don't forget,
is
guys, you can come over to my
yeah,
channel and join me live for the Apple Cup
yeah.
featuring the Huskies and the Cougs at 7:30.
Y'all go check them out. So we got Illinois and Indiana. We got 3-0 teams going head to head. It's at the Hoosier Stadium.
Yep.
What's that? Memorial Stadium in Bloomington.
Correct. I dropped my link in
So
the private chat. You can just put it in the stream chat if you
yeah,
want.
yeah, no problem, buddy.
Hell yeah, man.
Um, copy link. We'll go and we'll put it in all the comments here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, the Apple Cup. First thoughts on the Apple Cup?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I definitely think it'll be competitive like it is every year. Fun fact, this is actually my first time I'll be streaming the Apple Cup. I have watched it, but I've never streamed it. So I'm amped up for it.
I've never streamed it either. I don't know if I've ever streamed an Illinois game. I don't think I've done Indiana either. I didn't get to do when the playoffs happened last year. Well, maybe I did do that Notre Dame game, or maybe I worked. I don't know, but I've definitely never done Illinois
Yeah, time
unless
flies
someone can
by,
go
doesn't
through
it?
and find it. Yeah. Well, like, okay, so this
Yep.
game itself, let's pull it up and let's talk about this. Right off the bat, who do you have winning? I like Illinois here.
Hmm.
Top 25, it's 9 versus 19. Now, 19, Indiana is at home. The over-under is 52.5 points. The spread favors Indiana to win by a touchdown. I mean, if
Hmm.
they cover. If they cover, they'll win by 7 points or more. I think it'd be close. I see really good offense in this game, especially with Altmaier. But Fernando Mendoza's looked pretty good coming over from Cal.
Yeah, Mendoza's looked pretty good coming over from Cal, and he's transferred to the Hoosiers, and he has been balling so far. 55 for 76, 9 touchdowns, and he has not thrown a single interception. Same for Altmaier, 56 of 78 and 8 touchdowns. This could be a competitive back and forth game. What do you think?
It could be back and forth. I want to see the defense though. 3.5 sacks for Gabe Jacobs, the
Yep.
linebacker for Illinois, and then for Isaiah Jones, 2 sacks. Those are at least team leaders there.
I actually
I
have Isaiah Jones in my
Here's the
fantasy
thing.
this week.
Yeah, for the college fantasy. Here's the thing. So real
Yes.
quick, um, so looking at their schedule so far, this is the first true test for both teams. I'm not a big believer in Duke. Now Illinois won big on the road there. If they're really that good, like maybe we find out that Duke is a good 6 or 7, maybe 8 win team, and that win looks better as the season goes on. You would hope for Illinois. Um, Great defense so far for them. Great offense as well.
Yep.
Uh, then you got Indiana. 73
Yeah.
to nothing against Indiana State last week. Kennesaw State, they won 56-9. Old Dominion, 27-14. So that
Yep.
the only when's this Iowa game? I'm curious about Indiana here because they play Iowa next, and I think that's
Yeah, who
next
just
week.
beat
Yeah,
Rutgers last night.
that was a good game too. We were live for it. September
Mm.
27th. That's next week. So is this a trap
Yep.
game? Like, should Indiana win this game at home?
Hmm.
Heck yeah, they should. But are they gonna win this game at home? I don't know. Because they got Iowa next week, and then
Yep.
USC comes to Illinois, but that is next week as well, actually. So it's interesting, Dominic. Both teams could overlook
Yeah,
the
it
game,
is.
but only one can win.
That's right.
Only one can win. So you
I
got
actually
Iowa
have a bit of a
or
score
Indiana.
prediction for this game.
Yeah.
Illinois 31, Indiana 29.
31-29 Illinois.
Yep.
I'm gonna go big here. Even though I like the defenses of both teams, I feel like we could get a really good showing from both offenses. I'm gonna go a little bit more high scoring. I'm gonna say by a field goal. I might not be able to clip this today, but let's say Illinois wins on the road. I'm gonna say 45-42 Illinois by a field goal.
Ooh,
I
in
gotta beat
overtime?
that. Nah, I'll go regulation. Maybe within the
Okay.
last few minutes or so they could get a field goal, but then their defense comes through. Even though if they're giving up that many points in the 40s, it's probably not a good defensive day.
Right,
However, I think it's just not a complete defense. So I'm gonna tweet
right,
this out real quick. Hold on.
right.
Illinois 45, Indiana, what I say 42?
Yes.
Um, let's see. Prediction for tonight. We will be live for this amazing Big Ten game.
Yeah, and my Dukes are on the road today in Lynchburg against Liberty.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's at 3:30.
Did I get that? Yeah, Illinois 45, Indiana 42. Yeah,
Yes.
I got it. I put it on Twitter. I got receipts that I said that. I got receipts, man.
Mm,
Let's see what else we got here. What other games can we go look at? Who you got in Auburn, Oklahoma, man? I think Auburn could get it done because I think Jackson Arnold's just looked amazing so far. I hate
ooh,
this was not on the pick'em this week. However, I
yeah,
do like Auburn.
that's just yeah. The fact that this was not on the pick'ems is BS. Let's be real.
Yeah, it is BS. Oklahoma by 6.5. I think I'll take Auburn in the points because I have an upset. However, I'll be shocked if not if Oklahoma wins, but like if they do win and it's more than one possession, that would surprise me because I really love Auburn this year. I think they've looked great so far to start the season. That Baylor win, really, really good. Um,
Hmm.
the only thing to think about here for Auburn
And look
is they
who's
have
in
to
the screen
go
chat.
here.
It's our boy Sven.
What's up, Sven? How you doing? Here's the thing about Auburn, real quick, is next
Yes.
week they have to go back-to-back road games with Oklahoma today, and then a 3:30 next week against Texas A&M. That's a tough stretch. I
Oh,
might, I don't know if they lose both of those. That's the thing. I just find that hard to believe at the moment. They open conference today. They go next week to A&M.
oh, next week
This
to
is
A and
so far.
M.
Like,
Hmm.
let's say if okay, here's their schedule, right? Let's pull up Auburn's schedule specifically. Look at this.
Texas A&M. That's in College Station, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Good
Look at
Mm,
this.
morning.
What's up, Sven? Good morning. How you doing?
Ballard,
Yeah,
what are you talking about? Who has
football.
the better quarterback, Oklahoma or Auburn?
I mean, both have looked great. I would say Oklahoma though.
Can Arnold throw a ball 40 yards downfield?
mm.
I don't know.
Have you ever seen this?
I
Okay.
haven't, but I'm not going to doubt that it hasn't happened.
Uh,
I don't know.
the only thing Arnold can do is run. You saw the Oklahoma Alabama game, 28-3. Did he ever throw the ball downfield in this entire game? Not a single time. John Mattia can run and he can throw. Who has the better defense? The way better defense. It's Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And they stop Jackson Arnold from running around. And this will not be a close game. This is a blowout by at least 2 touchdowns. There is no way in hell Hugh Freeze and Jackson Arnold walking into Norman with this defense and one of the best quarterbacks and win this game. There is no way in hell. This is like Mississippi State against Alcorn State. This is the difference between the quarterbacks. Jackson Arnold is a bum, is an absolute bust. He never will get drafted. He never will play one down in the NFL. And John Mattia is a bona fide first-round pick. Trust me on that.
I got you.
So, and I mean, look even at Ty Simpson at Alabama. He looked good against Wisconsin and whatever you played, ULM or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
So he looked like a first rounder. Against Florida State, he looked awful, absolute horrible. And you know why? Because Florida State created pressure on him. And this guy can't function under pressure. In the same, and Ty Simpson can throw a ball downfield. You saw it many times. He can do this if he has time in the pocket. If you let him throw and give him time, he will pick you apart. He will score 5-6 touchdowns every single game. But if you pressure him, there is no way. That's why I don't see Alabama going far this year, because they have not the right quarterback. So, and the same is with Auburn. And Auburn's quarterback situation is way worse. Look up, do me a favor.
Mm-hmm.
Look up the stats for Jackson Arnold this year. Look up the stats. How many touchdowns he threw and how many yards. And look it up.
501 passing.
Good.
4 passing touchdowns. However,
Average.
though, this is
The average.
This is average 7.3.
Yeah. 6 sacks.
6 sacks is a red flag. Now, to his credit, to not have thrown a pick yet, that's actually pretty good. But everything else does look kind of shaky.
I mean, and now pull John Mattia up.
John Mateer. All right.
Yeah. And you will see the difference.
944. What did I say for Arnold?
500.
Oh God.
You see the difference?
5 touchdowns, 3 picks, 3 sacks.
Yeah.
9 average per throw.
Yeah, and 70% completion here. 68%. Mattia, he take risk, and he is a G5 quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
This guy only gets better. Arnold played with probably a top 5 defense last year. Oklahoma's defense last year was good, really good. And there is no way in hell Jackson Arnold throws on Oklahoma's defense more than for 100 yards. And Mattia will curve Auburn's secondary up. I can guarantee you this. He has weapons all over the place. I mean, he threw for 1,000 yards already, or 950. There's no way. There's no way. I mean, you can pick whatever you want, but I don't see this because Mateer is the better quarterback. Oklahoma has the better defense, and defense wins games and championships. And
Defense, I will say, I think both defenses have looked pretty solid so far. But yes, Oklahoma has the better defense, and I agree
yeah,
with you when you say defense wins championship. Now,
so
I never said necessarily if I was picking Auburn to win this game, but I wouldn't be shocked if it
seven
is
points is
competitive.
no, it will not. I think Oklahoma
What?
runs away with this thing. I can even see I can even see a 45-17 or something like that, a 4-5 touchdown game. They will stick it to on
45-17 over Auburn would be hilarious.
why?
However, I don't know why I can't see that. Like I could see Auburn if I gave a score right now. I
Yeah,
could see a couple possessions, like a weird 38-21,
yeah. Singleton will
right?
not
Win
play
by 17, but
Singleton will not play for Auburn today. He's
is
out,
he
and
out?
yeah, I think so. I heard about this,
What
and
about
I
Coleman?
mean, do you know why Singleton don't has the numbers so far as he had in Georgia Tech? Why is
He's
that?
playing tougher because
No,
he's not the number
no,
one guy.
no. Singleton is the number one guy. He's if Singleton plays with Carson Beck in Miami or with Simpson in Alabama against these cupcakes, or with Blake Shapen, who's a Shapen can't throw 2 yards. He has to throw 20 yards. You know that. You saw this.
Mm-hmm.
So if he has a throwing quarterback, Singleton puts up 1,500 yards in his sleep. He's on the level of a Bernard from Alabama. He's that good, and maybe a little bit better. I mean, but he needs someone who has to throw the ball to him and throw him open. And this is not Jackson Arnold.
Yeah.
I mean, you can make of this whatever you want, but if make it simple, if you have the choice, John Mateer or Jackson Arnold plays a game for your Alabama Crimson Tide in 2 weeks against the Georgia Bulldogs, who do you want? Do you want Jackson Arnold as your quarterback, or do you take John Mateer? You take Mateer.
Yeah, I would.
So, and if you have the choice against Georgia, you take Oklahoma's defense or you take Auburn's defense. Who do you take?
Oklahoma in a heartbeat for sure.
Yeah. So, and I mean, and I mean, and the play calling. Do you take Hugh Freeze or Ben Arbuckle?
And Arbuckle.
Good. Did
I
you
would.
saw last year's game, Washington against Washington State?
I did not watch that one. Remind
Okay,
me, please.
Washington State won. They upset Washington, or it was a close one. I forgot. This year, it's a 50-point spread, and they lost one person and one coordinator. John Mateer is for Washington State, worth 50 points, 7 touchdowns. Can you believe this?
Wow.
Yeah, that's how good he is. I mean, this guy is probably right now the best quarterback in the SEC, not in the league, but in the SEC.
Yeah.
So, and Arnold was last year by a mile the worst quarterback with the guy from Auburn, Peyton Thorne, or what was his name?
Peyton Thorne.
Yeah, Thorne. These two guys were the worst quarterbacks in all of SEC by a mile. Jackson Arnold was absolute terrible. He got benched 4 times. And Wigman here from Texas A&M, who is now in Houston, he was also terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But he
Which
played
is
injured.
actually surprising because he was a 5-star.
Connor
I
Wigman.
think Arnold was too. I think Arnold was a 5-star, wasn't he?
Arnold was a 5-star. Nico was a 5-star. Manning was a 5-star.
Dude, what the hell's going on with all these quarterback 5-stars, man? I
Yeah,
mean, are they just? Is it too much hype for them? You know.
The only
I mean,
example,
it does show like
Ty
stars
Simpson
don't
is a
mean
5-star.
much.
Ty Simpson
Yeah.
is a highly recruited 5-star, and he never looked like a 5-star. Never. I mean, Arch Manning coughed up Mississippi State last year and ULM. I mean, with the 136th ranked defense, what Mississippi State had, he threw for, I don't know, 1,500 yards. And I tell you what, if Arch Manning continues to play like this, Mississippi State will beat Texas at home. They have no chance to win this game. No chance. With Arch Manning playing like this, they don't score 35 points in Starkville. And Shaden will put 5 touchdowns on the board. I can guarantee you this. Because we have...
I actually agree with you now. I agree with you about this Mississippi State game.
So
when did they play this one? Is it next week or this week?
No, next week is Tennessee.
Next week is Tennessee.
Yeah, and we will lose by 20-25. The only person I know absolute exactly how this ranking came, he became a 5-star, is Arch Manning. Arch Manning played 3A high school. Do you know the high school system? Do you play football?
I did not play football.
Okay. Do you know the high school rankings?
You talking about class like 1A, 2A, 3A, all the way up to, I think it goes up to 7A, right?
Yeah, 7A. And 7A is only played in Louisiana, Georgia, Florida, and Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
I think they had it in Alabama. So, and Arch Manning played on 3A, on a lower tier level.
Yeah.
So, and he is the only quarterback in history in the USA for all time as a 3A quarterback to get 5 stars. Ever. The lowest 4-star was Joe Montana. The lowest 4A player in high school was Joe Montana, who got ranked 5 stars. I mean, Joe Montana played out not that bad. He was not a bad quarterback, Joe Montana.
Nah, he's one of the best.
Yeah, top 5, whatever. And
yeah.
he was the only quarterback on a 4A level who get 5 stars. All the others played 5A, 6A, 7A. And you know why? Because in 5A, 6A, 7A, the competition is way harder. The 7A is you can compete. You can compare this. 1A is FCS. 2A is FCS. 3A is like North Dakota State, South Dakota State, Montana State, the top of the FCS programs. That's 3A level. 4A and 4A is like a Tulane or the group of 5 teams.
Yeah. But
So
not the bad group of 5 teams
no,
that exist.
every group of 5 team. You have
All of
really
them?
good. Yeah, you have in
Yeah.
5A. You have really studs, really studs. Dak Prescott
Mhm.
played in Horton High School 5A football, and he was a freestar. And I
Yeah.
mean, Dak is not the baddest quarterback. I mean, is he elite? No, but I mean, the dude made $750 million in Dallas. Huh? So and 6A and 7A is the elite, and the 7A is like uh, the SEC.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have every week you have a fight. Um, Last week there was a quarterback, not a quarterback, a running back in Mississippi in Poplarville,
Okay.
Ty Keys. He ran for over 500 yards in and had an average of 32 yards per carry and had eight touchdowns. And his team won by one score. And he alone had 8 touchdowns. They won 61-45.
61-45.
Yeah. So
Wow.
2 weeks ago, Starkville played against who was it? I forgot it. And there was a quarterback who threw for 580 yards, 6 touchdowns, rushed for 2, and this game ended 59-54. This is 7A. This is the highest of the highest.
Yeah.
You can score eight touchdowns, 7 touchdowns. It's no problem. The other guys will score too. They cough you up. And Arch Manning played on a higher FCS level. I mean, he is good enough to beat bad teams. ULM, Mississippi State last year. If he played Georgia in the second half when Ewers got hurt, or they said they took him out in Austin. He was useless. He was sacked in the second quarter alone 5 times. You saw him against Ohio State. He was useless. He had coming into the fourth quarter 40 yards on passing, 40 yards against Florida. He was useless. I mean, he can maybe beat an Arkansas and maybe in Mississippi State, maybe. There is no way in hell he beats John Mateer in Oklahoma. There is no way in hell he beats Reed and Texas A&M. And there is absolutely no way in hell he goes into Athens and beats UGA. Texas is a 7-5 team. At best, 8-4. At best.
Yeah.
They have
Hold on.
weapons. They have weapons all over the place, but they have no quarterback.
Let me go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad. By the way, why are you up so early?
As man, gotta love college football. I always stay up for. Well, I don't stay up. I did go to bed kind of early. Well, no, I was live last night. We ended the stream and I went straight to bed. I got some
Yeah,
good sleep, but
I was in
yeah,
bed at 4 a.m. It's normal.
yeah.
Yeah, the state game starts today. The
Hmm.
game starts at 5, and that's 11 p.m. for me. The game starts at 11 p.m. And after that, I watch.
4:15 Eastern against Northern Illinois on the SEC Network.
Yeah, it's 4:15. It's 11 p.m. here.
Okay.
Yeah, and After that, I watched the LSU game, and I'm in bed maybe at 5:30.
Yeah.
This is normal. I'm used to this. Who is Alabama
Is
playing this week?
LSU? Oh, yeah. LSU plays today or tonight.
LSU plays LA Southeastern Louisiana.
Southeast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it will
let's
be.
look
It
up.
will.
It's
Yeah.
basically their bye week. You were asking about Alabama. We don't play today.
Oh, you are losing to bye week this week. Okay,
Yeah, we're
but
losing a
but
bye week and then beating
but
Georgia.
you will not beat Georgia.
Come on, man. You know we're
No,
beating Georgia. You
you will not.
know.
You will not beat Georgia with Ty Simpson. I I mean, I have nothing against the dude, and he looked
Yeah.
good. But I saw him. I don't know if you remember. Ty Simpson played the second half of the USF game. This
On the
monsoon
road in
this this
20,
this
2023.
this monsoon game, this hurricane game.
Yeah.
So
The rain
and
delay.
he looked absolute awful. And you know
Yeah.
why? There's only one reason. They rushed him.
Because he wasn't ready yet.
No, they rushed him. And it was the same against Florida State 3 weeks ago. I mean, Ty Simpson, if he has a clear pocket and he can throw the ball, he will cough you up.
Mhm.
This is absolutely no doubt. He has a cannon of an arm, but he makes bad decisions, really bad decisions, and he cost you the game with the lack of effort and the bad O&D line. That cost you the game against FSU. Alabama never should have lost this game, never. But the O-line couldn't block anyone, and FSU every time they got to the quarterback, every time. And this is on the Burr. And if the Burr doesn't make the playoffs this year, they will fire his ass. I can guarantee you this. And
I
Alabama
think
so
so.
far is not a playoff team by any means. I mean, you beat two cupcakes, UL Monroe and Wisconsin, who is maybe a borderline bowl team. Wisconsin is on the same level as Mississippi State.
Mhm.
With the difference, we have a real offense. We
Sure.
only have a bad defense. Our offense is top 10 in NCAA. You can look it up. Top 12, something like that. Shapen, Evans, and Thomas are absolute legit.
Mhm.
So, and if we get our run game a little bit going with Booth and Boswell, I mean, but Alabama don't have this. And you know why? Because if you pressure Simpson, the ball never comes to the wide receivers, to Williams and Ballard. He throw it away or overthrow them by 20, 30 yards.
Yeah.
Ty Simpson is not ready for SEC play. He would be a good quarterback, maybe in the Big 12
Mhm.
or the ACC outside of Miami. Miami would be the perfect team for him. You know, Miami has the best O-line in the land. They have
Yeah.
two bona fide top 5 picks on this O-line. Number 70, the left tackle, and the center. These are monsters. So, and Beck sits behind this O-line and coughs people up. I mean, USF had no chance in this game. No chance. They were absolute hopeless. From the first kick, it was over. And Florida has a pretty good damn defense.
Yeah.
And Florida never had a chance against USF. They lost the game at home.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
with a
this
kick
is
from Grammatica.
yeah.
I talked to my grandmother about that game, and I said they just made a Grammatica error.
Yeah, a grammar
Made a
error.
joke, of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Made a
By the way,
joke.
it's the last day of summer in Germany, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
we have 87 today,
yeah. Is that the
and
high?
yeah, today, yeah, 87 is high,
Okay.
and next week Friday we have 40.
You
The
have what?
temperature 40. The temperature drops around 50 degrees in 1 week.
Dang.
Good, huh? You want to? I go to Alabama or to Florida
Mm-hmm.
and sweat a little bit, and you can hear run around 40 degrees and rain for the
Wow.
next 6 months.
I wouldn't like it for 6 months, but I would give it a couple weeks on that. Oh, compared to the heat.
Uh, you know, I was in Mississippi many times. We have a house there in Tupelo, and
Okay.
45 90 degrees, 95 degrees, I don't care. I'm an
Mm-hmm.
outdoor guy. I played all my life baseball outside in the sun. I can handle heat and I don't sweat. If it's 100 degrees, I don't sweat. It's normal for me. It's absolutely,
Yeah.
I like heat. What I don't like is 40 degrees, 30 degrees, and rain.
Yeah. The cold with the rain is what kills me too. I don't mind the low temperatures, but if you're gonna have low temperatures, keep the rain up there,
Yeah.
you know.
So who else plays today?
Um, let's see. I do have to get off of here real quick. Uh,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
we can run through. Syracuse and Clemson we talked a little bit about. What's your take on this 17 Texas Tech at 16 Utah?
I think it will be a close game, but they play in Salt Lake City. And
Mm-hmm.
Salt Lake City is in the Rocky Mountains.
Yeah.
It's not like Denver or Colorado, Mile High City, but it's up there. There is thin air, and these Texas teams are not used to this.
Mm-hmm.
It's advantage Utah, and Utah has one of the top 10 head coaches in all of college ball, Kyle Winningham. He's really good. I mean, he
Yeah.
had he had bad luck with his quarterbacks the last 2 years, but Utah is well coached, and they found their quarterback, and they will roll over Texas Tech.
Yeah.
And
Here's
I, yeah,
go ahead and finish.
yeah. Despite the fact Texas Tech spent $1 trillion in the portal,
Yeah.
Utah by a
Um,
touchdown.
Utah by a touchdown. Okay. I respect that. I respect that. I could go either way. I feel like that's almost a coin flip type of game. It's so close, but we'll see.
Yeah,
Um, Michigan 21, Nebraska unranked 3-0, and it's at
yeah.
Nebraska. This
I
is
know.
what we call this the Nate the Great Bowl.
I know. What you don't know, every Wednesday we do a pick 'em. Me,
Mhm.
Celine Driver, and Vic,
Yeah,
and we had all these games on. And for me, it's Nebraska. Michigan is not a
me
good
too.
team.
I
So
agree. I'm not sold on Bryce Underwood. I'm sold on Nebraska's offense and Dylan Rayola,
uh, Bryce
but
Underwood will be okay, but he needs a year.
he does. He does. I
So
do like the running back, Justice Haynes. Shout
so
out to him.
I have the
But
list. Uh, Yeah. Texas Tech. Saline and Vic took Tech. I took Utah. Do I have? No. The Nebraska game we didn't pick. We have the Arkansas-Memphis game.
Who'd you take there?
Upset. Flat out upset.
Arkansas?
No, Memphis.
Memphis.
They
Okay.
play in the Liberty Bowl in Memphis. So, but the most fascinating game for me is Illinois at Indiana. I'm really curious.
That's the one. Yeah, that's the one I don't know who to pick there. That's also the one I'm going to be live for tonight. So y'all come tune in. But that'll be a fun game to watch. What's your thoughts on this one here? I think we had talked about this earlier in the week, but I expect Ole Miss to run away against Tulane. I think they'll beat them pretty big.
Tulane is well coached.
Yeah.
Tulane is, first of all, Tulane is a founding member of the SEC. They are a SEC team. They are not a group of 5 team. They are a SEC team, and they have one of the rising stars in Summerall as head coach. And Tulane has a little bit of money, and they are not a bad team. They can upset Alabama. They can upset Georgia. They can upset on any given day everyone. And if Ole Miss is not up there, and Ole Miss has an absolute horrible defense, is absolute terrible.
It's never been good, especially under Lane Kiffin.
Last year
Lane Kiffin, I'll give credit. I'll give credit to Lane Kiffin to have the offense he has. You were fixing to bring up last year. Last year looked okay. Not like this world beater that was going to take on college football, though.
Yeah, but last year they spent $25 million in the portal.
Mm-hmm.
In the portal alone. Walter Nolan, he made $3.5 million at Ole Miss last year. I mean,
oh yeah, this will be good.
So, and I think it's a close game. I give Ole Miss, because it's at Ole Miss, 1 touchdown, but not much more.
Yeah, I got Notre Dame against Purdue big time. However, some momentum for the Boilermakers at 2-1 with 0-2 Notre Dame.
No. This will be a 40, 50 point blowout, 35-0 at the halftime, 28-0, something like that. It will be 60 or 70-7 or something like that. This will be if Notre Dame let Purdue inside of 5 touchdowns, inside of 35 points, they will fire Freeman's ass.
Mm-hmm.
This is Notre Dame already is out of any chance to even get close to a playoff spot. They are 0-2. They can go at best 10-2. The only game who maybe they play a ranked team is Southern California. Lincoln Riley. It's the only team.
Yeah.
So they lost to the Aggies and they lost to Miami. They play 9 cupcakes and USC, what is also a cupcake, and they will not be ranked at the end of the season. Everybody knows that, because the defense will let them down in Big Ten play. So, and nobody, let's say Alabama is 9-3 in the SEC, and Notre Dame is 10-2. Who gets in the playoffs?
Say that again. 9. What were the teams there?
A 9-3 Alabama, or a 9-3 LSU, a 9-3 Tennessee, a 9-3 Ole Miss, a 9-3 Georgia, a 9-3 Texas A&M, or a 10-2 Notre Dame. Who gets in the playoffs?
They probably take those 9-3. Yeah, the
of course
9-3 teams. Yeah,
of course. Because I mean, even the cupcake schedules like Tennessee, they have to play Alabama. They have to play Georgia. So
Yeah.
there is nobody even close outside of Miami on Notre Dame's schedule. They play Texas A&M, and they scheduled this because they thought it's a Jimbo Fisher-led team, and the 8-4 Texas A&M, they can roll over. Otherwise, they wouldn't schedule them. I mean, Texas A&M has no chance. By the way, here at this game, Baylor by 1 million.
I got you.
So,
I got you.
Sawyer Robertson is a top 3 quarterback in all of NCAA, and he's better as any quarterback right now in the SEC, not named John Mateer. Look the numbers up. Sawyer Robertson, the quarterback for Baylor.
Yeah, I'll look it up. I like him. I like him. Let's see what he's up to this year, though.
He's by the way, with,
let's see, 1,070 yards. He averages 7.9 a throw, 10 touchdowns, 2 picks, 6 sacks.
Yeah. And Arizona has nobody on offense to. It's the same with Mississippi State. Mississippi State has Shapen, and they have Sawyer Robertson. He will curve Arizona up over the top. They have nobody to cover him. Nobody. And as Robertson is better as Shapen. He has not the weapons like Shapen, but he has 3 wide receivers and a tight end. He has more weapons. So, and there's no Arizona is a 500 team. Arizona State is not good. It was very important.
Well, you and I have talked, and we both, I think, have come to agreement. I after what I've seen from Arizona State so far this year, going into the season, I wasn't sure, but what I've seen so far is they lost their offense losing Scatterbo.
Yeah.
To the Giants.
Scatterbo was 99.99999% of the offense. Sam Levitt.
He was their whole team anyway.
Yeah.
Not even just offense. He was the team.
Yeah. And I mean, when if you take from the 2014 Mississippi State team Dak Prescott away, we're winning 2 games. So you have Prescott, you win 10 and fight for a playoff spot. If you take CJ Stroud from the 2022 Ohio State team, Ohio State wins 6-7 games. But CJ Stroud was that good. He brought them to the playoffs and gave the national champion UGA everything they want and then some. UGA lucked one up.
I mean, who lost that Peach Bowl? Was it Ohio State or their kicker?
Yeah, the kicker. It's the same last week. Tennessee should have beat them. It is what it is. So,
what's up, Yoda T? Yeah, we're on bye week. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for showing up. Yeah, we're on bye. We get Georgia next week in Athens, and just got to relax, got to prepare, got to practice, and hopefully Kalen DeBoer can deliver something next week. We'll see.
No. 35-24 UGA.
They are not beating us that bad. They are not. No.
Of course.
No.
Of course they will.
No. Come on, man.
Of course they will.
If they're going to beat us 35 points, we're scoring 31.
I said 35-24, 11 points. I mean, your O-line didn't show me nothing to protect Simpson so far. Nothing. I mean, ULM or Wisconsin are not the standard. The standards are Tennessee and higher, as a Tennessee, Ohio State, Oklahoma.
The fact that you just had the nerve to say Standard and Tennessee in the same sentence.
What? They beat your ass 3 out of the last 3 times. 2 out of the last 3 times.
I know. I'm not taking anything away
coach
from
was-
them, but we're talking about a team that has not won their conference or made the conference game since last century, right? Like,
Yeah, I
you
mean,
realize that.
okay. And Alabama has fake national championships. What the heck? I mean, Alabama in 1941 got swept by Mississippi State 14-0 in Tuscaloosa. They lost to Wendy 7-0 in Nashville. They finished third in the SEC and claimed a national title. What the heck?
Yeah.
What the heck? I mean, I bring you 4 examples. I have 4 national championships from Alabama written down, who are all fake. I don't remember the exact. Or here, I have it here. 1973. What the heck? They got smoked.
The only thing good that happened that year was Freebird. But anyways.
Yeah. Do you know the story about the 1973 Alabama Crimson Tide?
I do not, actually.
They got hammered in a bowl game by Notre Dame. Hammered. They got blown out, destroyed. And they flew home. And 1 hour later, they made a press conference and claimed the national title. This is Alabama Crimson Tide. These are the gums.
Let's
Get
see
the hell-
who was the legit champions in 1973. Let's see. Let's look at conference
Dame.
standings and stuff.
Notre Dame. No, of course. Notre Dame, or I think it was Notre Dame.
Ohio State was number 2. Notre Dame was number 1, 11-0, with number 5, Penn State, 12-0.
Yeah, and look
So
up
you
the
had a couple different teams there, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Alabama lost to Notre Dame, and if you lose, you can't claim a natty. It's the same with 1941. I mean,
now hold on. I'm not trying to defend Alabama, but technically speaking, them and Notre Dame had played and accepted invitations to play for quote unquote the national title. So I will say that part. Now, who ended up winning, I'd have to look into. I don't.
You don't have to look up in 1973. It was Notre Dame.
At one point, yes. So Notre Dame was the champions. Look, if that was the championship game, Alabama lost it.
And they claimed a national title game.
1 point.
And they claimed. Look it up in your ugly stadium in Tuscaloosa. There hangs a banner,
Stadium.
1973. This is hilarious.
I know.
I mean,
they hang all 18.
You know,
quote unquote.
In 1941, Mississippi State was by far the best team in the country. And the only reason they didn't win a championship was they played the SEC schedule, and 1 week later, Pearl Harbor was happening. And 14 of the 14 or 15 of the guys from the team had to go to the army, to war against Japan. And we couldn't field a team for the Sugar Bowl. And we had to cancel this game because half our team, I mean, at this time, nobody had 50 or 60 players on the team. They had 35, 40 players. And if half your team isn't there and has to go to war, we couldn't field a team in 1941. Otherwise, Mississippi State would have a national championship. You never know. But so it's the same with 1970. Texas lost to Notre Dame and claimed a national championship.
Mm-hmm.
What the heck? I start in February when baseball season starts. I start a podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it going to be
And
on your channel on YouTube? Is it going to be on Sven?
it will.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will be on my YouTube channel. And
Okay.
I have. Do you know who Matt Wyatt is?
You've talked to me about him, a quarterback.
Yeah, he's a former quarterback from Mississippi State, and he will be
Yep.
every week for 30 minutes on the channel. I talk to
Heck
him
yeah.
and talks about football. And I mean, he's a former SEC champion
Hmm.
with the 1998 Mississippi State Bulldogs. He beat Alabama's ass so bad, and
No.
he lost by 7 points in the SEC championship game to the later national champions Tennessee.
Yeah.
We were one play away. He
Hmm.
Wyatt threw one interception. It was the last play. It was a Hail Mary. It was an interception. It was a 65-yard Hail Mary in the end zone, and Billy Ratliff picked it off.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Billy Ratliff. I've talked to Billy Ratliff actually. I don't know
Yeah,
if
I
you
know
ever heard
him.
of the Volunteer
Ro-
Roadshow. Are they?
yeah.
They're not still on, are they?
I talked to
Because
Bobby. I talked to Bobby to Catfish.
Yeah.
His name is Bobby.
Mhm.
I talked to him some weeks ago. He was on Squidward's channel, and I know Catfish for many years. I think 10 years or
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
And he had a volunteer roadshow, and he was a truck driver in his first life.
Okay.
Yeah. And he made the hilarious Tennessee video ever. Look it up at the Georgia State loss with Bud Jones. This was the greatest video ever. Forget any rant video of Uncle Lou. Forget it simply. Watch this video. Catfish, he was out of his mind.
Yeah. I used to
So
go on and talk to him and Ratliff all the time, and back when BVD was hanging around, and
yeah.
I think I found BVD through the Vols Roadshow. I knew the Vols Roadshow because I think they always showed up in Lou's comment section and everywhere. So I subscribed to them. That's how I found BVD. Also the morning show with Lou, but yeah, man, yeah. I know Billy Ratliff. I've never met him in person. I don't have his number or anything like that, but I definitely know that name.
Billy Ratliff saved Tennessee the season 2 times. Once against
Yeah.
Mississippi State, and once in the biggest game of all time, the greatest
Mhm.
football game ever played on this planet. If you like, straight up in your face football, not throwing the ball 150 times and for 2,000 yards. If you like, in your face football, watch the 1998 Tennessee Arkansas game. This is the greatest football game of all time.
It was which one you said? Arkansas in
Tennessee,
what year? Arkansas,
1990,
Tennessee?
1998.
1998.
This was not a football game, this was a war.
Yeah.
And some of these people would be arrested for attempted murder if they would play today. Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. These Arkansas linebackers were 250 pounds. They would chop Legwa's head off.
Mm-hmm.
And they had no problems with this. Or Billy Ratliff. These guys were nasty. Absolute nasty. And my
I got you,
favorite,
man.
my favorite NFL player of all time, Dick Butkus from the Steelers.
Yeah.
I mean, No, but he wouldn't even be allowed on a college team these days. He would play one game and he would be the rest of his life in jail.
I gotcha.
Football is soft.
Today.
By the way, there's only one portal now. Did you know that? They changed it.
Yeah, it's end of season, or is it
They have to vote on it, but they said January 2nd to January 14th or 12th, 10 or 12 days.
That's not even end of season, because we're playing the Natty now around January 18th.
Yeah,
So.
but they said because of the early enrolls in the schools, but it makes no sense.
Yeah.
Normally,
Yeah.
you have to start in end July with football, play through it, and end the season New Year's Eve, and play the national championship New Year's Eve. So, and then you can make a portal from January 2nd to 12th, and there's no problem. But the Southerners say, okay, if you play July 31st in the swamp or in Tuscaloosa, there are 150 degrees. I mean, it's 150 degrees now, and we have mid-September, and there's 150 degrees in August. It makes no difference. And it's an outdoor sport. And in the NFL, I think the only outdoor stadiums you have left are Kansas City, the Bills, and Lambeau Field. The rest all have or build domes.
Don't forget, the Bucks don't have a dome. Now, yes, the lights go up like that, but it's not enclosed.
Yeah, but they all will build ones. I mean,
it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me.
I mean, Green Bay will never build a dome because it's their advantage. They are used to minus 150 degrees.
Yeah.
So, Ballard, I have to hop off. I have to get my food ready for college.
I got you, man. Well, enjoy your Saturday, and
I have some bratwurst, potato salad, and some steaks.
Bratwurst, potato salad, and steaks. I'm flying to Germany right now.
Yeah, and I have two wonderful beers, German beers.
I'm definitely going. I'm definitely flying right now. Hold on, let me pack.
Yeah,
get me a ticket.
It's not right now. It's not that expensive. It's around $1,250 one way.
Oh wow, that is pretty good.
Yeah, but if you fly in the season, Egbo, for example, a ticket 2 ways is $3,500 flight alone.
Yeah,
because there is no direct flight from Berlin to Starkville. You have to go via JFK, New York, or via Atlanta, or via Dallas. And the Dallas flights are rare. It's Dallas Fort Worth. I don't know if you know this airport. And
I've never been there, but I am familiar with the name.
And you can fly from Dallas Fort Worth direct to Starkville. And the airport in Starkville is 12 minutes from the campus. You can you can take a bicycle, and in 10 minutes you are on the campus. It's really nice. It's awesome. A small town, but they have their own airport. Okay, I wish you a nice day.
Yes, sir.
Catch you later. I will be later on the Patreon from Lou. I have to get my wrench back. And by the way, when LSU play today, Search for Cajunomics. Cajun
Agent.
Nomics.
I think I know that name. I'm not sure if I'm
Yeah.
subscribed. I've heard of him because
So
Goose Sports.
yeah, and this is the biggest LSU fan base there is. They
Let me see. I'm gonna
they
subscribe to him
yeah,
because I thought I
Cajunomics.
was.
So
Yeah,
and
there we go.
he brings all the games, and he's a funny guy. And in baseball season, there are more baseball fans. When
Mhm.
baseball season is, there are 15, 20,000 people watching all LSU fans, and I'm the only state fan, and I'm the only moderator in this channel.
So you're surrounded then.
Yeah. I invaded them. Uh,
Yeah.
I think 7 years ago, there was a series State versus LSU, and I couldn't get it. It was on ESPN Plus or something like that, and I didn't at this time. I didn't have the channel, and I searched on YouTube for a live stream, and I came
Mhm.
to K-Genomics, and since then I stuck with them. Really nice guys.
Okay. Well, cool, man. Well, I'll let you get out of here if you need to, and you have a blessed Saturday, and we'll
Yeah,
talk it up later.
yeah. Have a nice day.
Thanks, Sven. All right. That being said, I do have to run too. I got work at 10 o'clock. It's 8:17, so I got to get moving for that. College game day at 9. I'll definitely watch some of that before I clock in and everything. But don't forget, we got a big game tonight in the Big Ten that we'll be live for. I get off work at 6 Eastern. I'm 20 minutes away. I should have plenty of time to come home and get prepared. We'll be live at 7:30 Eastern for number 9 Illinois going on the road to number 19 Indiana. Big Ten primetime showdown. Love and appreciate you guys. Jesus loves you. Keep your head up. I see you out there, Nate. Love you, man. And yeah, we'll get out of here and enjoy your college football Saturday. God bless and roll tide.